Hi, my name is Samantha Freiberger, and today in my audience I have my family. I have my two parents and my three siblings. And I'm going to be giving a persuasive speech on why therapy dogs aren't a privilege in schools, but they should be a necessity. So basically, therapy dogs have been around for about 200 years, but they really started in the 1800s. And not only do they provide mental help to kids, but they also help with physical needs. And not only can they help just kids, but they can help adults themselves. And it really brings a lot of benefits to kids in the classroom, to kids that may struggle. And it helps a spectrum of ages. So basically, in the 1800s was really when the first therapy dogs began, and it really began with Florence Nightingale, who not only was a pioneer in the medical field, but she was also a pioneer in therapy dog training, or AAT, which is Animal Assisted Therapy. And she used dogs to help calm down her patients when she was taking care of them and treating them. And she realized that just even the presence of having a dog there really helped calm people down and made things a lot easier for their care. And another pioneer in animal-assisted therapy was Sigmund Freud, and who is a very well-known psychoanalyst and psychotherapist. And he used his dog Joffy in his sessions to help calm tensions between people. And Boris Levinson was another really well-known analyst who really saw the connections between the benefits of having a dog and how it affected people. And he's known as the godfather, or the father of animal-assisted therapy. In 1989 was when the first certification program for certifying therapy dogs was set in place. So not only, there's a lot of ways that therapy dogs help, and one of the biggest ways is psychologically. They help lower depression and anxiety, and they help lower loneliness, and it brings a sense of safety and comfort to children. And it also helps increase socialization in kids. And you can see this when there's a reserved child in the classroom and you bring in a therapy dog, and you can see that the therapy dog helps lighten them up and makes them more social in the classroom, which not only helps them as a person, but helps them with their education and helps them become more open in the classroom and different ways of learning. And therapy dogs also help physically. And they do this by, they help lower blood pressure and they help with cardiovascular problems. And this is like one of the biggest things that therapy dogs help with your heart problems and other cardiovascular things. And they also help with speech therapy. And this is something that therapy dogs are also really well known for. And an example of this is a child who really has a problem with stuttering or just doesn't really like to speak. You bring in a therapy dog, and most of the time it helps them focus more and it helps them read better or speak clearly. And also, my school has realized the benefits of what a therapy dog can bring to the table. And I'm a part of this program called Bellevue Big, and there's a bunch of sub-projects in Bellevue Big. And one of the projects that I'm personally a part of is therapy dogs. And what my group is doing is we're trying to raise money so we can get a therapy dog for our school. And we've been working with this couple. They are very good trainers. They really know what they're doing. We've been working with them very closely in trying to raise money and really just make sure we're getting the best that we can for a therapy dog for our school. And Jason, one of the trainers, he especially he's one of the best of the best. He knows what he's doing, and he really has seen the benefits of having a therapy dog, not only just in schools, but just for people in general. And some of his personal experiences, because we bring in a dog, Allie, to our elementary school once a month to different classrooms. And I have seen for myself just the dog comes in and everyone lights up. And there's kids that usually I see that aren't very vocal in the classroom or just not very enthused to be in the classroom, Allie comes in and she lights up, and the kids light up. And some of the experiences Jason has noticed, not just in classrooms, but just because he takes Allie to funeral homes and nursing homes. And one of the biggest things he's noticed is there's a woman at our local nursing home, and she has arthritis, especially in her hands. And Jason brought in Allie, like he does every month, and the woman went to pet Allie, and afterwards the physical therapist came up to Jason and said that that was the most, they've been working with the woman for 30 days, and that was the most that they've been able to get her to open her hand than they have for the past 30 days. And another example for the classroom itself is this one time Jason took Allie to a different school, and there was a kid that he did not like to read. He was not enthused about reading. He really disliked it, and they brought Allie in, and he got very happy. He grabbed a book, and although he didn't necessarily start reading to her, he started pointing out the pictures. And it may be a small step, but it was a step that really opened the doors for the child, and it brought the teachers a sense of joy, knowing that there was something they could do to help the kid start to read. And this last Wednesday, we brought Allie into our elementary, and there was a child in there, and he was kind of reserved. He kind of had some anger issues, and just from what I noticed, and we brought Allie in, and he was very excited. He loved petting Allie. He loved talking about Allie. And afterwards, the teacher came up to us and said that was the most calm and the most, the nicest that he's been in weeks, and the most he's really talked in weeks. So it was just a big step that teachers may not have necessarily been able to help the child reach. And basically, I know that it might be costly at first because you have to get the dog, you have to train the dog, and it will take time, it'll take money. But if you think about it, if the presence of one dog can help a child more than maybe just talking to someone can help, then I think it's worth the investment. Because some people aren't really open to talking to other people about their problems. And I think that the therapy dog might be one of the best options. And it really brings comfort to people that really need it. And after you get past all the training and all the money, it really helps people open up, and it would make things a better place for kids at school. It'll help them learn, it'll help them socialize, it'll help them just be happier people. So basically, this is why I think therapy dogs are a necessity, because it'll make school more enjoyable for the kids when they know that the therapy dog is almost a reward and also a tool. So when you see that kids are happier to go to school, it'll make learning easier. So after all this, getting a therapy dog is one of the best things you can do for a child, and this is my speech.